أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما رب زدني علما رب زدني علما. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, I hope you have understood the lesson in your last video. I hope all of you have gone through the video and you have written your notes and the meanings. And every page has a column, isn't it, at the side for words and meanings. You can write down other words also if you find any words difficult while you are reading the lesson. So how will you write the meanings? You can refer your dictionary. Do you know how to refer a dictionary? You will take the first letter of the word and again the second letter, then the third letter, and you will get the correct word and you will see the meaning and you can write at the side. Here at the side you have this columns where you can write the meaning. So while you read, if you don't understand the meaning, it will be easy for you to refer so that you understand the lesson very well, inshallah. And I hope you have written the meanings. I have told you to write it in your notebook. So now we will continue with the second part of the lesson. Now you know what the lesson is about, isn't it? It is about the king who wants to, here you have the question, why did the king want to know answers to 3 questions? Because the king was thinking if he will not fail in his work if he knew the answers to these 3 questions. So what did he do? He sent messengers throughout the kingdom to find the answers. But did he get the answers? No, he did not get the answers. So what did he decide to do? So he decided to go to the forest and go to the woods and find a hermit who was a wise man. So he goes there and he meets the wise man. But did the wise man give the answers immediately? Did the hermit give the answers immediately? No, he does not give the answer immediately. He was doing some digging of the ground, so the king also helps him. And by then what happens? Suddenly they see somebody coming running, and now we will proceed with the second part of the lesson. The king turned around and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. What is fainted? He lost his consciousness. That you know, no? When you are weak or what happens, you faint. So the king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. So what happened to this man, the bearded man? He was wounded. Somebody had wounded him. So the king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. So the king was having a handkerchief. You can see in the picture. He is trying to blot that blood, to take out that blood, trying to stop the blood oozing out of his body. So the king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. The man felt better and asked for something to drink. Now this man is very tired. He has lost a lot of blood. So he is asking something for something to drink. So the king brought fresh water and gave it to him. By this time the sun had set and the air was cool. Now it was dark, isn't it? The sun has set. So when the sun sets, what happens? It is cooler because the rays of the glare of the sun is no more. The air becomes cooler and it becomes dark. By this time the sun had set and the air was cool. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. So made him to lie down or to sleep or to take rest. The king, with the hermits, you can see at the side, redressed means dressed again. So because the blood was oozing out, he had to redress the man again. So By this time the sun had set and the air was cool. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. Laid him means made him to lie down on the bed. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. The king, tired by his walk and the work he had done. So the king had been very tired that day because he had been walking and he has been working also. Otherwise, he does not do all kind of digging or any such kind of work, isn't it? So the king, tired by his walk and the work he had done, lay down on the floor and slept through the night. So he went off to sleep. He was lying on the floor. So when he awoke, it was several minutes before he could remember. So he cannot remember. He was fast asleep. When you're very tired, what happens? We get very good deep sleep, isn't it? We don't wake up. So where he was, or who the strange bearded man lying on the bed was. So he gets a deep sleep. So it was several minutes before he could remember. So he couldn't recollect. Sometimes it happens, no? When you go to a new place, suddenly when you wake up, you don't know where you are. Suddenly it takes time for you to realize where you are in, which place you are in. So where he was, or who the strange bearded man lying on the bed was. So he saw another man lying on the bed. So he doesn't remember what. So forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice. So this man who is lying on the bed is the bearded man. So he says, forgive me, forgive me, he says in a weak voice, because he is very weak. He has been losing blood. He was wounded. He's a sick man. So the voice won't come out very loud and clear. So when he saw that the king was awake, so this bearded man sees that the king has woken up. So he says, forgive me. I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you for. So who is saying this? The king says, so I do not know who you are and I have nothing to forgive you for. So you do not know me, but I know you. So the bearded man says, you do not know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours who swore revenge on you. So I am your enemy. I was that enemy who swore. Swear means you take a promise, like, so you swear, no, sometimes you also swear, I want to do that or something like that. So he is swearing, I was the one who swore revenge on you. So he had swore revenge on you because you put my brother to death. So the king had put his brother to death and seized my property. My seized means by force. The property was taken. I knew you had gone alone to see that hermit. So this bearded man knew that the king had come here to see the hermit, and I made up my mind to kill you on your way home. So he had planned to kill the king while he was coming back. But the day passed and you did not return. So what happened? The king had not returned that day. So he was talking to this hermit and he was digging the ground with the hermit. So he did not return that day. So what happens is, this man was waiting to kill the king. The bearded man was waiting to kill the king when he was on his way back. But the day passed and you did not return. So I left my hiding place. So this man was hiding and he was waiting for the king. So he left means he came out of that, because it is dark, isn't it? Usually in the dark, when it is dark, you don't stay in the woods. You're scared of animals. So, and I came upon your bodyguard. So who was there when he came out of his hiding place? The king's bodyguard was there, who recognized me and wounded me. So he tried to kill him maybe, and he wounded him. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wound. So he says, I would have been killed. I escaped from him. From whom? From the bodyguard. But I should have died. I would have died if you did not take care of my wounds. I wish to kill you, and you have saved my life. I came here with a wish to kill you. But what happens now? You have saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant and will order my sons to do the same. So, who says this? The bearded man is saying, because you have saved my life. Though I came to kill you, but you have saved my life. How did he save him? By stopping the blood flowing from his body and dressing his wound and making him take rest and lie down, and all those things you have done to me. Now what I think of doing, now if I live, I will serve you. I want to serve you, and because you have saved my life, and be your faithful servant. You know who is a faithful servant, isn't it? Who will never harm the master. So I want to be very faithful. We say the dog is very faithful. So as a faithful servant, and I will order my sons, not only me being faithful, but I want my sons also to do the same, and please forgive me. He is asking the king. The king was very happy. Faithful means loyal and true. You'll be loyal and true. Seized means took by force. Seized my property means taking by force, not by another person giving it to him, but by force somebody is confiscating the property. So the king was very happy to have made peace with this enemy so easily. So here what happens? The king is very happy. Why? Because he has made peace with this man and to have won him over as a friend. Now his enemy has become his friend. He not only forgave him but said he would send his servant and his own doctor to look after him. So now what is the king promising him? He forgave him, and he said he would send his servants. He will also send his servants and his own doctor to look after this wounded man, and he promised to give back the man his property. I will give back your property, the king says. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked round for the hermit. Now he is going out of the hut. He is looking for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answers to his questions. Now he is wanting to meet the hermit again to find the answer for the questions, and he did not get the answer for his questions. So he is finding for the hermit. He is looking for the hermit. The hermit was on his knees sowing seeds in the beds that had been dug the day before. So what is happening? The hermit is on his knees. He is kneeling down on his knees, and he is sowing seeds in the beds. He had made beds, isn't it? Previous day the king and the hermit both had made the beds. So he is sowing seeds on these beds that had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, now he is going up to the hermit and is saying, for the last time, I'm not asking you, I'm not troubling you again. For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. So please answer my questions, wise man. Who is saying this? The king says, you have already been answered. So what the hermit is saying? You have already been answered, said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. Now he is saying, you have already been answered. Your answers have been already, I've already answered your questions. So how have I been answered? So how have I been answered? What do you mean? Who is saying this? Who is asking these questions? The king is asking. Do you not see? Replied the hermit. You don't see that? If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Now what is happening now? See, yesterday I was digging, and what did you do? You had pitied my weakness because I am an old man and I am weak. You have helped me yesterday, and if you had not dug up what would have, you would have gone back, isn't it? And had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Now the king yesterday, if he had not helped the hermit, he would not have stayed back. He would have gone away. And what would have then? That man would have attacked you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. Now see, yesterday what happened was you stayed back with me, you were helping me to dig the ground. If you had not stayed back or helped me with the digging, you would have gone back. Then what would have happened? The bearded man would have found the king and he would have attacked him. Attacked you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. Then what would have you would have wished? I wish I had stayed with that man. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds. So who needed the help there? The hermit needed the help. And what did the king help him out? Yes. So, and I was the most important man there. So I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business. There I was weak, I was old, and you needed to help me there. So what did you do? You did help me there. So afterwards, when the man ran to us, now second time what happens now? When the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him. Now second time was when the wounded man came running with the wounds. And what was the time? What did you do? Because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he would have died without making peace with you. Now see, he was wounded, you came, when he came with the wound, you cared for him, and that was the right time, and he has made peace with you. So he was the most important man. So who is the most important man there? The bearded man. In the first case, who was the important man? It was the hermit, because he needed the help. Second case, it was the bearded man who needed the help, and the king gave him the help. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. That was the most important business there. So remember, then there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. So that is the time important is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. So immediately when the time is needed, when the help is needed, you act with that, and what happens is that is the most important time. So who are the most necessary person is the most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. So that particular moment you are with somebody, that person is the most important person. And for no one knows what will happen in the future. We do not know about the future, isn't it? So when what is needed then and there, that is an important time, and the person is that important person, and the act which is needed at that particular moment is the important thing to be done. So, and whether we will meet anyone else, the most important business is to do that person good. So we have to do good to everyone, isn't it? Whoever is needing help or good, we have to do it, because we are sent into this world for that purpose alone. So what is the hermit saying? The most necessary person is the person you are with the particular moment. That particular moment you are with the person, that person is important, for no one knows what will happen in the future, and whether we will meet anyone else, we do not know. The most important business is to do that person good, because we are sent into this world for that purpose alone. So Leo Tolstoy story this is. So you know what is the moral of the story. So we are sent into this world to help each other, isn't it? And to do good to others, and the correct time, what we do good should be done in the appropriate time. Without delay we have to do it. We have to act upon in the correct time. So Alhamdulillah, we are finished with the second part. Now I will go with the comprehension check. Now complete the following sentences by adding the appropriate parts of the sentences given in the box. You have two parts. The first 1 to 5 questions where we have to fill up the sentence, the answer is in the box here. Now, many wise men answered the king's questions. So, what is the answer? And follow it strict. But their answers were so varied that the king was not satisfied. So many wise men answered the king's questions, but the answers were so varied, so different that the king was not satisfied. So someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men to help the king act at the right time. Third one, someone else suggested. So the last one is the answer for the second one. Someone else suggested that the king should have a timetable and follow it strictly. The fourth one, last but one, is the answer for the third one. The king requested the hermit to answer 3 questions. So what did the king request? The hermit to answer the 3 questions. And the last one, the king washed and dressed the bearded man's wound, but the bleeding would not stop. First is the answer. You can write these answers in your textbook and go through it, inshallah. And next, the question answers. I have already sent you the question answers. So why was the king advised to go to the magician? In answer to the second question, whose advice did the people say would be important to the king? Third question, what suggestions were made in answer to the third questions? Did the wise man win the reward? If not, why not? How did the king and the hermit help the wounded man? Who was the bearded man? Why did he ask for the king's forgiveness? The king forgave the bearded man. What did he do to show his forgiveness? What were the hermit's answers to the 3 questions? Write each answer separately. The 3 questions, write the answer separately. Which answer do you like the most and why? That is the reason you should give. Now we have finished with all the question answers. Please read the lesson. I hope you have written the meanings, and the grammar part I am going to now. Working with the language. Now we have matched the list in list A with the meaning in list B. Wounded. What is the meaning of wounded? It is severely injured. The third one. And awoke. Awoke means got up from sleep. Forgive is to pardon. Faithful is loyal. Pity. Pity is to feel sorry for. And beds is small patches of ground for plants. Return is to give back. Now use any 3 of the above words in sentences of your own. You may change the form of the words. Now you make sentences of your own. Now each of the following sentences has 2 blanks. Filling the blanks with the appropriate forms of the words given in the brackets. Now you have the word promise. Now in the first blank you will write, he has promised to help me. It's in the past tense. Do you think he will remember his promise? So he has promised to help me. Do you think he will remember his promise? Next is the word judge. The judge. Who is a judge? Who takes the final decision of a conflict when 2 lawyers fight. Lawyers argue and the judge gives the final decision. Now the judge said that only fresh evidence would make him change his judgment. So judgment is given at the end of a court, court where the lawyers fight. So at the end of this case, we have the judgment. So who gives the judgment? It is the judge. So the judge said that only fresh evidence means proof, would make him change his judgment. So fresh proof if you show, I can change the judgment. That is what the judge says. I didn't notice any serious, the word is there, differ. I did not notice any serious difference of opinions among the debaters, although they differ from one another over small points. It is a fairly simple question to Answer. The word is answer. It is fairly simple question to answer, but will you accept my answers as final? It isn't, the word is necessary. Isn't necessary that necessities means your needs, necessities should always be the mother of inventions. So any what you need, that becomes the mother of inventions. Your necessities means your needs. See, now we have the washing machine, the fridge, all these appliances. They are become the necessities of our day-to-day life. So because of that, it has become, people have, the men, the humans have created these machineries, isn't it? So the necessities becomes the mother of inventions. They are the inventions. Now see the telephone. See how now we have come to the world where we have to use these mobile phones, have become our part of our life, isn't it? Even school education has come to into this phone. So now see, you're sitting at home and I'm sitting in my home, and we are doing the teaching and listening of the learning part is done through the phone, isn't it? So the invention of this phone has become the necessity. It is a necessity of the mother of invention. So the necessity has become the mother of inventions. Now hermits are, you have the word wise. Hermits are wise men. How they acquire their wisdom, no one can tell. The committee has, the word is decide. The committee has decided, it's in the past tense, the verb, to make Jagdish captain of the team. The decision is likely to please everyone. Asking for, the word is forgive. Forgiveness is as noble as willingness to forgive. Now we have done with the lesson. Inshallah, you please complete your work, and this weekend you can send me the PDF of your notes so that I can tick it up and you be doing your work on time. So time is very precious. Please do your work on time. May Allah make it easy for you and for me. Alhamdulillah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.